Expectations are a part of life. We have expectations for ourselves, for our loved ones, and for the world around us. But when our expectations don't align with reality, we can feel let down and disappointed. As a result, some may even feel afraid to set goals altogether in order to avoid the disappointment. Hey everyone, it's great to be back with another 5-Minute Friday video. Today I want to talk about something that's been on my mind a lot lately, and that's managing expectations. It's something that affects all of us, whether we realize it or not. We set expectations for ourselves, for others, and for situations. And when those expectations aren't met, we can feel disappointed, frustrated, and even defeated. But I truly believe that we can change this. We can learn to manage our expectations in a way that leads to greater happiness and fulfillment in life. So in this video, I want to share with you 5 tips, plus a bonus tip for doing just that. These are tips that have worked for me personally, and I hope they'll be helpful to you too. So let's dive in. It's important to set expectations that align with your individual goals and values. When people post on social media, they only reveal a small part of their lives. You rarely see personal details like someone's challenges, insecurities, and motivations. So it's unfair to compare yourself to what little you do see. Instead of comparing yourself to others on social media or elsewhere, focus on what you want to achieve based on the areas you want to personally grow in and what truly makes you happy. By keeping your expectations tethered to your own growth, you can ensure that you can continue to strive for more without the unnecessary added pressure that comes from comparing yourself to others. It's important to differentiate between expectations for yourself and expectations for others. Outside of loved ones, the one expectation you can have on others is that they're acting in what they believe is best for them, as they should. It would be overwhelming if you had to think about how every decision you make affects every single person you interact with on a daily basis. So you shouldn't expect this from others. To begin, focus on managing your own expectations before worrying about anyone else's. When it comes to expectations for loved ones, communication is key. It's important to ensure that everyone involved understands what is expected of them. Spoken expectations should be considered invalid, and they can lead to unjustified disappointment. Each person operates within their own perspective of the world and has a lot going on and a lot to think about on a daily basis. Just as it's unreasonable for you to read their minds, they should not be required to read yours. If they don't meet expectations even after mutual understanding, then you have grounds to be disappointed. Focus on relationships that are mutually beneficial, as not all expectations should be created equal. If you don't factor in any of the decisions that they make on a daily basis, you shouldn't expect anything from them. Instead of hoping for a change in their behavior, focus on cultivating relationships with people who do value and support you. By doing so, you can avoid unnecessary disappointment and frustration. Be mindful of who you invest your time and energy in, and set realistic expectations for those relationships accordingly. By prioritizing your own well-being and surrounding yourself with people who support and uplift you, you can find greater happiness and fulfillment in your life. Focus on what you can control rather than worrying about what you can't control. Having a backup plan and being ready to adapt are important in navigating unpredictable situations. Lately, I've been watching a lot of tennis, and to make an analogy to a high-profile tennis match, a player should only expect to try their absolute best given the game plan that they have. They can adapt to the different things that opponents throw at them, but the player can't simply expect to win the match. There are too many factors that come into play, such as weather, the duration of the game, injuries, or just the form that they're in that day. But the level of effort they can put forward is up to them, so they can only expect to give 100%. My bonus tip is that it's okay to expect more in life as you earn and build more within your life. But I encourage all of you to try and take moments to be grateful of situations that once brought you great joy. When people are really excited about something like a new gym, a new car, a first-class seat, or a fancy meal, and the activity or thing meets their expectations, they often forget what that initial excitement felt like. Just because you may drive that fancy car every day now, or go to the gym often, or travel first class for work, it doesn't mean those luxuries aren't meaningful experiences anymore. Just take a moment to be grateful for the things in life that you used to be excited about obtaining or experiencing. And in general, you'll be happier as a result. If you want more personal help to figure out how to set and meet goals or frame your mind around expectations, I encourage you to check out aspirementors.tech. I'll even throw in the promo code ASPIRE now for 20% off your first booking. If you have any tips for managing expectations and finding joy in life, please share them in the comments below so I and other people looking for guidance can learn from you. And if you enjoy tidbits of advice and knowledge like this one, make sure to also follow me on TikTok and Instagram as I post daily short form videos as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.